Okay, so what do you think? Should we go on a little garden tour? I think so. It's a bit crazy out here, but let's see what we see. So we got some peppers coming. Mostly a lot more weeds. Raccoons have really done a number on my sweet corn. But hopefully I'll get a couple of years now that I've got my motion activated sprinkler set up, but I don't know. I don't think that's doing it either. Look at all that. Ugh. Stupid raccoons. Yeah. And of course all the weeds. You can see I kind of treated some of my watermelon plants here. They were getting attacked by squash bugs. So, yep. Oh, and some pretty sunflowers here. Sunflowers, some zinnias, some marigolds. Lots more weeds, but I did try to make this into a little flower garden here in the center. I'm gonna work on it more next year. Yeah. Ooh, and I see an awful lot of orange over that way. We'll have to go inspect that. Should have a nice sized pumpkin. Zucchini plant. My zucchini plants have been absolutely going crazy. I don't know. I lost count on how many zucchinis I picked off of them. So it's been at least 5 or 6 per plant over the last couple weeks here. And I'm pretty sure that there's some more in there. I'm not really going to worry about picking them today. Actually, yep, there are some more. There's a couple right there. Okay, well, maybe tomorrow. Today I was just coming out to take a look and maybe get some beans. But yep, there's some more coming there. And, I mean, that's just what I can see real easy. I don't think there's too many others in there. But this is... Oh. Did I lose you? I lost the screen. There we go. Okay. I'm trying out a new camera, so I'm a little bit... what's happening? Alright, let's see what we got in this zucchini plant. Anything? Probably not right now. This one's been putting out an awful lot, so I think maybe it's resting now. Oh, looks like there's a couple coming there, a couple little ones. That's pretty interesting. I am really wondering what that's going to look like about October. Yeah, that one and this one right over here. It's kind of like I keep trying to think, should I turn it? Should I leave it alone? You know, I'm afraid if I turn it, the stem's gonna break off. So it's just kind of been one of those things of just leave it alone for a while. Yeah, so you can kind of see here, lots of weeds, but a little bit of prettiness there with the flowers. I'm gonna have quite a bit of cleanup this fall, so but at least it won't be 97 degrees outside, so yeah. Anyhow, all right, my one tomato plant there that I thought was dead is really coming back. Put some tomato feed down and it's doing pretty good. So this one right in here, oh, I guess that is about all the bigger we're gonna get on that. That's okay. It's plenty big. So we'll get that one harvested in a while. Give it a couple more weeks probably. It's still got some green in the rind, so we'll get that one harvested and probably put out front. And actually it looks like there's some more little ones coming on the end of this vine here, and you can see that vine is actually going all the way down to, let's see, right about there. So it's still growing. and hopefully the vine stops growing and it starts putting all of its energy into the pumpkins that are already on it. That's one of those things that makes me wonder, like, if I should stop it or not. Probably not, though. There's lots of little pumpkins in here too. These leaves look pretty good. These leaves, however, do not. They've been under attack, so yeah, I put out some stuff for squash bugs, and hopefully I got that taken care of, but yeah, they don't look real healthy right here, so I'm just keeping my fingers crossed that the pumpkins that I do have on the vine turn into something pretty good for fall. So anyhow, couple green pumpkins there in the grass. That's how my garden is gone this year. That's how my garden is gone this year, out there in the grass. And I just kind of said, let's just mow around it. And so, yeah, like I said, there'll be a lot of cleanup come fall. So I'll have you join me for that, huh? Ooh, nice big pumpkin flower there. I love looking out and seeing all the yellow and the oranges sometimes. Seeing the birds out here getting things. Yeah. So it looks like I got a lot of beans to pick. A lot of them are maybe beyond where we would have been to pick them. My mom really likes them when they're smaller. So yeah, some of these might be going to work with me. Anyhow. Alright, so we're going to have to get in here and get some of these. Let's see. So I got some bugs starting to attack these, but I'm not too worried about it. As long as I get a couple of pickings, you know what? It's better than I had expected earlier in the year. So, because if you would have asked me a week or so ago, I would have thought we were not getting any beans at all from the garden. But they literally just started popping out all over the place last week. So I guess actually the couple weeks before that, but it seemed like last week. The summer has just flown by. I don't know. But anyhow, see, like that one there, that'll probably go to work. My mom will be like, nah, I don't really want the big nubby pods. So anyhow, oh my goodness, there's a ton in here. I'm gonna have to move on and come back and pick. Ooh, there's a lot there too. Okay, so I did actually pick recently, like I don't know, it's Thursday. I think I picked them on Saturday. But wow, they've really just gone crazy. Okay, well, the weeds have gone crazy too. I forget what this one is, but I don't know. Sometimes it's a weed, but it's pretty, so just leave it alone. Other times it's a weed and we really should get rid of it because it's going to set seed. But I think when I rototill this fall, I'm going to treat the garden with something, and yeah. I was thinking about putting down some nitrogen too for the corn next year, so anyhow, we'll see. But this is the thing that I really love right now about my garden. So I don't know if you can see it in there. I can't hardly see the screen for the sun. Nice big pumpkin coming in there. It'll probably be turning orange anytime. So, but a nice good size one. Nice good looking leaves. I treated them anyway, just to be sure. But nice good looking leaves out here. This plant has totally overtaken, and I've been kind of keeping an eye on it just to make sure it's not getting killed. I forget what kind of bush we planted in here. But yeah, this is actually the corner of the garden right here. So nice little bush in there that should be growing. It's not really growing, but it's not really getting destroyed either. In fact, it's probably getting more water because the pumpkin vine has gone around it. So anyhow, and so it not only escaped that corner of the garden, it came out here toward my storage building and is going to take over my hibiscus here. And as you can see, I need to do I need to do some work in our driveway too, to be getting rid of the weeds. So, but yeah, that's a whole lot of pumpkin vine there. And looks like I got a squash, a summer squash probably in there. I got a corn. I think I had a couple extra seeds, so I'd planted them at each corner of this arbor. And so I got one corn in there and summer squash plant, and then I got a gourd plant. And so the gourds are getting pretty good size already. I got gourds left from last year. Really need to start doing my arts and crafts with my gourds. There's a whole bucket full of them in our building, so I need to do that sometime. But yeah, it's really kind of gorgeous in there. And come out and the birds will be flitting around on top of the arbor here. And they just like going in and under the leaves and in a little shelter and sitting there and perching for a little bit and then checking out the rest of the garden and what bugs and seeds they can get and all that good stuff. But anyhow, yeah, isn't it pretty to, when you look at it this way, it's pretty and you don't see the weeds. Yeah. Nope, and I'm about to walk over the pumpkin vine here. Just wanted to back up and show. Yeah. So this pumpkin vine's escaped my garden by about probably 10 feet already. But you know, the only thing it was heading for was the driveway, so it's just kind of like, well, we just won't mow those couple of feet that we have between the garden and the driveway and just let it go. Next year I'll plan better and I'll put the pumpkins more toward the center of the garden. But honestly, I don't really care. So there you go. All right. So that's my little garden tour for the morning. And now I'm gonna go pick some beans. Ooh, actually there's some nice gourd flowers up there. I could probably, let's see if I can, I don't think so. Okay. Like I said, trying out my new camera, so I'm trying to see what all I can do while I'm recording. Anyhow. All right. Well, I hope you're all enjoying your summer. It's been fairly okay here. It's been kind of hot, but it hasn't been too bad of a summer. It's just been bad enough that I have a whole row of weeds. But anyhow, we're gonna get lots of pumpkins too, so that's okay. All right, actually I think before I totally let you go, we'll go around this way too. Take a look at the arbor from over here. Oh, I see lots of beans in there too. The raccoons have completely decimated my ornamental corn, which is why the weeds, I just let the weeds go. I couldn't really get in there with a rototiller once the pumpkin vine had taken over, and then the raccoons have just been destroying. There were two nice rows of ornamental corn, and they just destroyed it. So, you know. Pumpkin vine has taken over the tomato plants, but tomato plants haven't been very good this year, so I'm not all that concerned about it. Cherry tomato plant here might do pretty good. Still got lots of blossoms on it, so been keeping an eye on that. But anyhow, and we did get a couple of cucumbers Just not a lot to speak of that way. But there's some squash. You're just fascinated, aren't you, babe? You think it's something for you? They do have a pretty good snap to them, don't they? No. No, those aren't for you. Licking your chops. See, beans. What do you think? What do you think?